Hello again, and welcome back to Wingot Plays Nomifactory. Today, the big goal is we're going to try to make our first fusion reactor, because we finally got access to it in the previous episode by getting to our draconium ingot, superconductor wire, and superconducting coil blocks. So, step one is let's make the fusion reactor computer Mark 1. I don't know how difficult this is going to be, but it seems it's a standard assembly line. It's LUV. There might be a couple of things here that we haven't yet taught the system to do, but I think we can make this. What fluids does it need? Soldering alloy. I'm pretty sure we've already got that in there. So let's take a look at our assembly line. Let's just put this in here for now and then see how close we are to actually being able to craft it. A fusion coil block. Okay, fair enough. That does seem like a pretty obvious thing and likely something that we're going to need to make a whole lot of. Crystal processors, fine. Neutron reflectors, I don't know if we've got that. Okay. Neutron. I believe we don't have it. Okay, so neutron reflectors are made in an assembler with reinforced iridium, tungsten carbide, and beryllium plates. Assembling machine. So now we'll put it down here into our custom one, and then let's see. What if we tell that to make? Yeah, we don't have the beryllium plates. So that should hopefully be pretty easy. And a compressor beryllium with beryllium plates. Good. And then the only question is, do we have a little bit of beryllium there? We don't have any like beryllium dust. Oops, no, this should be the furnace. No, compressor array. Perfect. So, now if we tell that to craft, the problem is we don't have beryllium. Okay, and we get beryllium. Beryllium ore comes from where? Okay, we could make some without trouble. There. A tier 5 marble beryllium. Let's go have a quick look, because probably I'm voiding it at the moment because I couldn't see a use for it. Marble beryllium, fine. Input. Marble beryllium. Good. Now, T5, or just do like 2 runs of that. Go. Perfect. And it's running. Good. Now, how much of that do we get? We get 2 stacks. Good. Now, next step is we're actually going to need to tell the system to actually process marble beryllium. And if we pop over here, I've done actually a bit of cleaning up between episodes there, but over here it's still pretty much all the same, so we just need to push marble beryllium into there. Done. And what are you processing? Triglyceride phosphate. Okay. Cool. So we should have things coming through any second now. $50 seconds. IV tier. I would have thought by now it should be showing up. Ooh. What's causing the energy issue? And still energy. Show me here. So cable goes over to there. Where's the power cable go to? There's a CEF, it's IV tier. Okay, show me the end steel energy conduits. They do 32, don't they? 32. And IV, let's just look up CEF IV. 8,000. Okay, so that would use 32 by itself, but the issue is we're actually only feeding it with 25 because this here, this has a max input output of 25. So we need another capacitor bank. Good, let's make one. And then that can just go there for now. And now we've got 50k input output, at which point that should fix the power issues here, because now it's getting enough for an IV line. Ah, it's finished running anyway. But yes, so that should now provide at least enough for an IV line to be running there. Good. Now, well, what were we working on? We were waiting on that, weren't we? Marble beryllium. Here we go. And a whole lot of other marble stuff. So show us here. Tricalcium phosphate. Fine. You give us the marble beryllium so we can put that there and get that started to be processed. Perfect. And then the last thing is we're going to need to set up. I've got a multi-smelter over here, don't I? Yes, I've got a multi-smelter. So I just need to feed that with the beryllium itself in order to make the beryllium ingots. So beryllium ingot can be made from beryllium dust. And we'll do 16 at a time. Perfect. And let me just check on this. Cool, grab that beryllium. And we'll get these machines processing it. Oops. Good. So we've got beryllium going through the system. And then last step, this part here is never actually a hold up, so that'll be fine. Good. Now I've got that chip there, perfect. So that can go there, and then we can make beryllium ingots as soon as they show up in our system here. I think we're just going to need to give beryllium somewhere to live. What do we got here? Silver, vanadium. I think it can go over here. There. Perfect. Good. Ooh, emerald dust might be new as well. I think we're getting that as a byproduct of beryllium. So emerald can, is that redstone there? Yeah, redstone. Okay. Boom. In fact, that's diamond dust there. Yeah, I should have put it in here. Too late. That should all clear. Yep. Perfect. Good. So now that that's done, we have a source of beryllium. So let's do 50 of that. Yep. 32 of that. Did it quicker than I could even see. Good. Another 32. Go. Yeah. That is super quick. Perfect. So that's sorted out that. What were we working on? Fusion. Let me just grab the fusion reactor and put it up here so that I can remind myself, because I do tend to forget a fair bit. Mark 1, go. Beryllium's no longer an issue, but now these others are. Okay. You. Nether star plate is just a compactor. I could do this one. Yeah, I think we're going to do this one. Mainly because I've actually already set up the cutting saw over here. In here somewhere. Cutting saw. So that one can have that recipe. Let me just double check that recipe though. So that needs to be done in a LV tier. Fine, good. So that'll be able to do that. And then question is, does it know how to make nether star blocks? It does not. That'll be easy to do. You, there, done, there. Perfect. So now it's complaining because we don't have luminescence. Field generator IV, okay. Should be easy enough. IV field generator. Go. And it also needs to know how to make this plutonium-241 plate. Now, effectively the question is what method I want to go to do this. I could do a compressor. Compressor of plutonium-241 because yeah, we've got plutonium-241 there, but we don't want to use it all up. So this way perfect. The only thing we're short on now is luminescence. So I think what I want to do and the luminescence is just slow because it's always waiting on phosphoric acid. Because you need 2,000 phosphoric acid, and to make 2,000 phosphoric acid needs 9 apatite. So, that does make 3,000. I don't know how I'm making phosphoric acid. I know that I'm definitely using it, using apatite to make it, but apatite, yeah, making phosphoric acid. We might be limited by the sulfuric acid production. But then that is making 3,000 at a time. And so that phosphoric acid must be being used for something else as well. Also, I noticed that gypsum dust seems to be a slow point. So what I might do is grab a couple of extract speed upgrades and throw those into here, so that the gypsum is no longer getting in the way, and now it's just the sulfuric that's the slow point, and that's going as fast as it can. So we would actually need to upgrade the tier of this chemical reactor or make another one in order to improve our sulfuric acid throughput. For now though, I'll try to ignore that. But what I do want to do is I want to stop it from deleting our nether stars, because it's this one, isn't it? Yes. Because frankly we need the nether stars at the moment for what we're working on. And that's what's holding up that's what the luminescence issue is. It's because it's constantly using luminescence to make these nether star cores, because the nether stars are constantly empty, because they are being turned into liquid. But there we go, 8 nether stars, 1 more nether star, there you go, 9, and we should be able to make our fusion reactor. Perfect. And the reason our nether star liquid was constantly being used is because superconductor wire requires it as part of the recipe. One molten nether star and a draconium wire to make a superconductor wire, and we've used a whole lot of those to make these superconductor coil blocks. In fact, we do need 1 more of these, which uses up yet another 16 of that. Perfect. So, because this probably... Oh, that's horrible. Every single fusion coil block that we're going to need, and we're going to need 32 of them, is going to need a superconductor. That said, we don't actually need these superconductor coil blocks. Okay, I think we're alright. Because yeah, it says here 32 superconducting coil blocks. It doesn't say 32 fusion casings. So I think that should be alright. Now, fusion reactor, I think... Didn't we tell it to make that? Oh, okay. Neutron reflectors, nether star plates, which probably are both just sitting over here in the machines, because we haven't told them to output. We also haven't configured these. Okay, you wrench there, good. Now, where's our neutron reflectors? That only just sets up. Oh, it's an assembler. So why is that broken? Let's just go over here. Assembling machine. It's all sitting there. Just in buses. MV. Tin silicon rubber. So has to be tin alloy. Okay, give me that. I think there might be a old one over here, assembly machine with tin alloy in it. Tin. Polyethylene soldering alloy. Okay, let's go have a look. So, over here, do we have tin alloy in the system? No. Tin and iron makes tin alloy. Easy. Okay, we need tin alloy in an alloy smelter. There, tin iron, perfect. Good, alloy. I think I might not have named the interface on the alloy smelter over here. Yep, I didn't. Cool. That was wrong. That comes here, that goes there. Perfect. So that makes tin alloy. Now, you give me tin alloy. Okay, so we've already got some of that. So then we need a fluid extractor. Give me a EV. So I can just go here. Q. 144. Okay, this needs 4,600. Okay. 4,608 divide 144 is probably 32. Four 608 divide 144 is 32. So it's 32 ingots. Because I could set up a custom device to make these, because we're going to need a lot of them. And in future we're going to need them for our tier 9s as well. Okay, so we want a assembler, MV, fine. So EV assembly machine. There. Next to it, it needs a fluid extractor, which is set to output to its side there. Good. And then that needs tin alloy ingots as an input. Give me and steel cable to there. Cool. Now we need an interface. Normal interface into a crate, and this crate will have two outputs. So this interface, in fact, I think we want a normal interface like that. You give me a piece of ME conduit. Yep. Okay, and that's going to output these plus 32 of that. U plus 32 of that. Good. Now that goes there, and we tell this that we want some neutronium plate, neutron reflector. In fact, put these away. There we go. Two of those. Cool. That should dump everything into there. And then we want the tin alloy ingots to come over here. So we need an item conduit and an item filter. Set to tin alloy. Perfect. That's wrong. It's extract only that. Good. Go. Perfect. You get to insert on brown. Cool. So we're getting the tin alloy into there. Now we need a robot arm there. Set to. You need a filter. Item filter here. Blacklist tin alloy. Good. Import. Okay, that's running. And now the last step is we need a item conduit to pull out of there. Then we connect to there. You get to extract into there. Perfect. So now we should get a neutron. Ah, right, it's using those. It's a slow process, but it at least runs. we can actually cancel that one. Why is that being slow? Isn't that just a molecular assembly recipe? Oh no, it's assembly line recipe. Now, while we're at it, let's tell it to make short on tin dust and beryllium dust. Beryllium fine, but tin. Why are we using tin dust? Did I screw up that alloy smelt recipe? Tin alloy foil. Tin alloy dust. Uses tin dust. Okay, well, making tin dust is easy. Oh my gosh, come on, where is it? There, tin ingot makes tin dust in a pulverizer, in a macerator. There. Good. So that should be everything we need for that, and then it's just the beryllium. Good. Probably should be able to easily make 10, probably even 16. Perfect. And then that will just sit in the background, slowly crafting. Good. So, now let's go back here and check on our fusion reactor. There it is, our fusion reactor computer. So, let's quickly take a look what else the book says we're going to need. So we're going to need the fusion cells, or whatever they're called, LUV machine casings, which we need a lot of. LUV machine casing we have taught the system how to make. There. What was that? Oh, we've already got 100. Perfect. Fluid input hatch and fluid output hatch, ULV. Fluid hatch. Okay, I think we need to teach the system to make the input, the ULV. Oops. I don't want that there. One of those and one of those here in the molecular assembler. Good. Yeah, I think so we needed 2 input hatches. Perfect. So LUV energy input hatches. LUV here. Good, make those. Lumium, fine. Should be that. Vanadium, gallium. Yeah, good, we're not using anything particularly intensive there. And we're going to need 16 of those, and then we've got everything we've got here. Fusion reactors don't allocate the next tier of materials. Yeah. How are you going? Good. That should be everything we need. Perfect. Now let's pop down stairs into here, because I'm thinking we can put the fusion reactor down in here. Let's see. Although it looks like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Looks like it's not going to fit. Unless I literally ripped out part of the wall. Let's see. 1, 2. If we put it back 2. I'd still think it wouldn't. Yeah, like I think this outer ring would have to be. Yeah, like it would go to here. But only on one side. Let's give it a look anyway. So what if we do this? This here, replace that. So not quite sure how I want to do this actually. What I might be able to do is just temporarily at least build it up here just so I can figure out the layout. Although, let's go check over here. What happens if we try to put it inside of here? I don't know. Because this is 15 across. It would fit, it would just barely fit. Huh. Now I think it needs to go up one row. I'm just trying to get the depth right at the moment. That looks like it can go back like 6-ish more. To about there. Perfect, that's the exact fit on every side. So now let's just grab a piece of LUP machine casing and go right here and then put that on top of there. How's that go? Perfect, it looks like it fits. This may be a mistake because like it's got energy input hatches and fluid hatches and things that need to be built in, but I think I'm going to give this a go anyway. Oops. Oops, let's correct that. Okay, let's fill in all of this. Both of those need to be? Yeah, okay, fine. Now, this said something about energy hatches. Two fluid input and one fluid output. Fine, let's go over here. And what if we put our inputs here and our output, unfortunately it looks like it can't be symmetrical, so output there. Okay. Valid hatch locations. I need 16 energy input hatches. Cool, so let's take a better look in here. So, because there were some in the middle here. Yeah. One, two, three, four. There. Okay. Something there. And these guys. Okay. So, what if we make 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oops, where did that go? 14. 15, 16. Okay. And then we can fill in all the rest of this. We need more LUV machine casings. Cool, you make like 100 more of those. Fine. Hollow aluminum. How many for aluminum? Plenty. Good. Perfect. Now let's pop over here. I thought one of these was misplaced. Oh well. Let there be a bit of light. Okay, now what's going on over here? Why is it complaining about that one block there? Invalid structure. 2 fluid input hatches, 1 fluid output hatch. We've got 2 inputs, 1 output. Okay, let's have a look at this. This says that it needs 16 NG input hatches, fine. 16 fluid input and output hatches. Oh, it does need 32 superconducting coil blocks. Okay, that is going to be a problem. Oh no, it's not. It's not. We've got 32 here. Fine. So put that there. So right here should be a superconducting. Okay. In which case, I think that both of those are meant to be. Then this guy. Yep, okay, cool. So basically, everything that's under something should be a superconducting. Good. Now, should just be able to go through all of these. Cool. And then That didn't work. Last one there. Perfect. And it doesn't like that energy input hatch right there. Okay, why? So if those can't be energy hatches, okay, so it's managed to form, but the problem is it doesn't have any hatches, energy hatches. That can be an energy input hatch. No, it can't. It is accepting those energy hatches there, though. That's forming. But if I try to put energy input hatches there, it doesn't like it. So those middle ones cannot be energy input hatches. Oops. Can this be an energy input hatch? No. Okay, so that is going to be my output hatch that we had before. So that can't be a fluid hatch or a energy hatch? Then what? Unless... Oh, that was a mistake. So it doesn't like that block up there. But what if we make it an energy hatch then? Point that upwards. So it says it can be. Fluid input hatch. This could be a fluid output hatch. Why? Yeah, okay, I think I'm going to have to spend a bit of time trying to get this to work. Did a little bit more playing around with it and managed to get it to work. If we grab our controller here, we can see that these two where I've got my energy input hatches, and you can see they don't have like the input-output symbols on them. But if we take a look at the other side of that, effectively that center cube between these two, on the other side of them, it also allows energy hatches. So to get 16, we could just do 4 crosses around each of those 4 corners sections. I also noticed that we can put a hatch there, and even though it looks like it's just an energy hatch, it does have on the back here a input hatch to it. So we can put our output hatch there and it will form. It doesn't like having the output hatch in those positions, but if we put it here on the outer ring, then it will at least form. So I've managed to get our fusion reactor here built, and it's just idling now with pretty much the structure that I was trying to build with a little bit of tweaking. Anyway, that's all we've got for today. Next episode, we'll have to actually get this thing up and running. Thank you for watching. Stay happy and healthy, and I hope to see you in the next one.